Good afternoon, all, and welcome to this very interesting webinar on improving the ROI of your ERP. My name is Kumar Malampalli. I have been in the industry for over 30 years and have worked across various aspects of the IT industry, whether it's consulting or program management, managing large businesses, business intelligence, marketing, etc. I'll be your moderator for the day, and we'll be talking extensively about what are the things you can do with your ERP that not only improve the value of your existing ERP investments, but also add a lot of value to all the stakeholders within your ecosystem. What we will be talking about essentially is a key topic for anybody who has already implemented an ERP, right? The ERPs are the backbone of today's IT ecosystem. Without an ERP, a large part of your transactional activities become very, very complex and highly manual. Once you implement an ERP, though, you start accumulating lots and lots of very, very useful transactional information. Now, if you want to take this and evolve your organization, take it to the next level, you need to start planning what more can I do? I have all this rich source of information. How can I make this more useful to my organization? That's what we'll be focusing on today. And it'll help us understand what different stakeholders, whether it is the CFO or somebody from operations or somebody from sales, how do they leverage what is already in the ERP and take it to the next level? And we have a very, very excellent speaker who will be able to talk a lot more about this. Vibhu, a warm welcome yet again on this continuing series on ERP excellence. Very, very glad to host you once again. Vibhu comes with vast experience of over 2 decades in the IT industry with deep management, leadership, and sales roles across multiple large system integrators as well as OEMs. In his current role, Vibhu heads the region for Epicor ERP, and he brings in vast experience of both the ERP industry as well as the IT industry as a whole to be able to give us a holistic perspective on how we can take the ERP to the next level. Welcome, Vibhu, and look forward to having this conversation with you.
Thank you, Kumar. A pleasure to be yet again in the Ryan Brooks webinar series for how we can make the most of the ERP systems which our customers have.
Thank you. So coming back to the context, right? When we're talking about an ERP, we're talking about operationalizing all the different silos in the organization, bringing them all together, and then moving towards a paperless system. But even after implementing an ERP, there's still this huge amount of analysis and deep dives, decision making that can be improved much, much further. There's a lot that can be done, which can even further improve the ROI, right? You've invested significant amounts in implementing an ERP. How do you mature it further, make your IT ecosystem much, much more robust, and also giving value to all the key stakeholders, whether it's a decision maker like a CFO or a CEO, or whether it's a strategic investment an organization wants to make. How do they get their hands on all this meaty information that is laying in the underlying ERP, but needs to be brought out and made use of much more effectively, right? So that's the focus today. And as I was mentioning earlier, everybody will be more than happy to take your questions as we go along. Please type all your questions in. And that brings me to the very first question, right? I have invested a lot on my ERP, but my financial planning is still happening on Excel sheets. Why should I then, look at another software like an FP&A? How will it help me? How will it help my CFO or my finance department? I think it's a natural question I have heard from many customers. So if you could get started on that topic.
No, thanks, Kumar. But before I answer this particular question, I mean, just going back to the context setting or the context laying which you were doing earlier.
Yep.
So let me summarize by saying this: going beyond ERP. That's probably that'll sum it. We are talking to a very mature audience. mature customers. And if you look at historically, the type of series Kumar, you and I have done is talking about implementing ERP, what type of ERP, what's AI, what's a cloud journey about. But now let's come to a point where customers have deployed Epicor Kinetic, preferably as an ERP system, but it could be any ERP system. So what's beyond ERP, and why do we look beyond ERP? So beyond ERP, true in true sense means bringing the AI capabilities which are inherent to an ERP system, or adding solution sets on top of ERP, which will truly make a transaction based ERP system to an action based ERP system. And now it comes to the point of the question which you have raised, the FP&A. What is FP&A? First of all, FP&A is financial planning and analysis. And that is truly which helps our organization, our customers, and especially the C level. And if we hone down a little bit more, the CFO organization, the finance organization, take the right actions. Now, FPA is a tool which sits generally on top of an ERP system. Now, what Epicor has something called Epicor FP&A, and your general ERP system will generate a lot of data. You'll input a lot of data, and the data will start coming out. But you have to do a true analysis on top of it. Now, what I'll do, Kumar, is I mean, this is a bit of a longish answer, but I think uh, this will set the context for FPA, and then you can ask me any more questions, or audience can answer any more questions. So number one, and the big benefit why our customers are asking for FPA is because they want data which is beyond transactional. For example, multi-dimensional reporting. Now, ERP systems excel at managing transactions and operational reporting, but FPA will provide deeper financial planning, forecasting, and help you build scenarios for the future, the what if scenarios. And that is something where the finance guys should be prepared and should prepare their organization well in advance. The second is when I was talking about forecasting, it's not just forecasting, it's advanced forecasting and budgeting. So FPA uses historical ERP data to generate predictive insights. It enables proactive decision making rather than just reactive. And driver based budgeting. So your budgeting is not just top down, but it is based on data and facts, and is driven from top down when they're doing it. And you can have multiple levels of approvals, commentary journalism, inline analytics, input sheet drill power, and spreading, and improved graphics to provide the answers to what the CFO is looking for. And look at a scenario where there's a group company, and then there are subsidiaries or sister companies and branch offices and different P&Ls. In that scenario, you don't have one CFO. You may have one CFO for the group, but then you have financial controllers in different companies. Now, when you're budgeting, you cannot do budgeting as a standalone company. You do standalone budgeting, and then you come together, and then you do budgeting together on sheets, which were traditional sheets. But with FPA, you can do uh, different financial controllers from different organizations can come in together and sit with the CFO and do a one snapshot budgeting exercise. Now, what if scenario and simulations can be created through an FPA? You unlike the static ERP reports, FPA will allow you dynamic modeling, and with graphs and charts, which will help you. Real-time financial visibility is another one. You markets are changing, dynamics are changing, and there is rolling forecast. Uh, aren't we all working for organizations where our forecast at the beginning of the quarter, moving 30 days down the line, your forecast changes based on the conditions, based on the performance, based on many other factors. So you need to have rolling forecast and flexibility through drill down capabilities. And in the end, I think one of the major benefits I would say is advanced consolidation of group companies in addition to basic consolidation. It can accommodate global companies, and it can accommodate complex ownership structures, and which, Kumar, is quite prevalent in the Middle East. You have conglomerates with different
Yes,
companies. Some are
absolutely.
family owned, some are run professionally, some are joint ventures, some are in different countries. So this advanced consolidation to the owner, to the sheikh probably, or to the big arbab who's sitting at the head office, he needs his one view. How will he get it? So FPA can really add value in such scenarios.
So it is way beyond just, for fiscal consolidation, right? This is a hugely powerful mechanism to actually visualize not just what is happening today, but what can potentially happen tomorrow. Plan better because you are able to do scenario analysis. You can do what ifs. So this is a game changer. It is not to be mistaken with pulling out your annual P&L statement or doing your fiscal consolidation. Even if it is a group and somehow you manage to do it, you still cannot do the slicing and dicing, which helps you understand which group company is actually making money versus which company is sinking money, and so many other scenarios. Right? Absolutely, Vibhu, this is a complete game changer. Uh, so if we were to go back to saying, like, we want to implement an FPA, but what are the things I need to consider? What kind of situations will this help? Of course, one part is what I need to do to get this in place, and the second is what criteria should I consider when I need whether to understand whether I need an FPA at all.
So, Kumar, in terms of criteria, I think I can put it into two broad categories. One is pure technical criteria, one is pure functional criteria, and there is one somewhere in the middle which is techno-functional or user friendliness. So, I think the number one from technical point of view, I think you need to take an FPA solution which has seamless integration to your ERP system. Straightforward, right? Data in, data out kind of scenario. And I think Epicor FPA fits perfectly well on Epicor Kinetic, which is our ERP system. It's one product, seamless integration. However, if you are running another ERP and Epicor FPA can add value, definitely it will work. It can run, but what you need to do is ensure that the integration is seamless, it's foolproof, the data flows in and out quite easily. So I think that's number one. The second is what type of organization you are and what kind of availability do you need. Most of the FPA, strong, latest, advanced FPA solution are cloud based. So if you're already a cloud ready organization, a cloud based FPA system, which is Epicor FPA, will be perfect. But if you are an on premise company, you should start looking that I can continue maintaining my ERP system on premise, but can I take on Epicor FPA, which is on the cloud, and do a seamless integration? So considering the needs of your IT infrastructure, scalability, real time access, I think your cloud readiness should be the other one. Besides this, when we start moving to a bit of more of functional requirements or the outcome based requirements, I think uh, the factor you need to consider is to what level of forecasting and budgeting you want. So advanced forecasting and budgeting is another criteria you need to consider while you are considering an FPA solution. The other one is how customizable and scalable reporting is. FPA as a tool it has all the functionality, but at the end of the day, business owners would like to see the reports which are getting generated, right? Some dynamic viewing you can do online, but then there is finally static reports or even dynamic reports which come out. So how scalable and customizable? So when you're evaluating, please experiment, or please do POCs, or please try to understand to what level of flexibility you need. Another one I would say is user friendliness and role based access. Now, within the finance organization, there are multiple levels. So please consider that as a very important criteria to what level access has to be given, what type of finance users are available in the company. Uh, Looking at the external factors, compliance is extremely key and important. So the FPA tool which you adopt should be compliant and should support all the regulatory requirements and audit trails which an auditor or any government authority could need, and this will ensure data accuracy and financial transparency. This is I think one of the topmost criteria one should really consider. And last but not the least, automation. With so much AI coming into play, is your FPA solution purely uh, click of a button, or is it more intuitive? So what kind of automation and workflow is already built into the tool and what kind of automation you would like, because at the end of the day, tool is not just a functional tool, it is also giving you a lot of productivity benefits, and automation brings a lot of productivity. So I think these 5 6 points one needs to consider when factoring in an FP in their organization.
Absolutely. Very, very key points. I'm just going back to one point you mentioned earlier, specifically around this, especially in the Middle East region, a lot of groups, very complex holding structures, etc. In this kind of a situation, can an FPA be used actually to generate reports and then send a slice of the pie to a specific group company? Say you're consolidating at a group level, but then you want to send a specific slice to a group company's financial controller. That kind
No,
of a
absolutely,
slicing.
absolutely. You can absolutely do that, because group level consolidation only happens when there is some consolidation or availability of data happened at the subsidiary or a sister company or a branch office level. So you can absolutely do that.
So essentially, we're talking about many to one, and then again one to many. You can pull
Yeah.
data from many sources, and then you can push it back to many as well. So it's
Um,
extremely powerful, right? Because
yeah.
especially smaller companies within the group get to miss out on a lot of the automation and a lot of value addition that happens when you implement.
It's quite a democratic tool that way.
Yeah,
It's only how much allowance the organization wants to give. If there is a financial controller or a finance accountant even sitting in one of the smaller branch offices, if that person has role-based access, they can do their mini budgeting and forecasting and provide
absolutely.
it upwards.
Yeah. That's incredible amount of power in the hands of the finance team, I think I would say. Going to the, this was very specific, right? FPA is very specific to addressing financial planning, financial analysis, consolidation, etc. But there are so many other stakeholders in the organization who may benefit a lot from the power of analytics, power of data, right? So this brings us to the second powerful tool in the Epicor arsenal, which is Grow. What is Grow? How is it different from? There are so many BI tools, right? BI is like a big space today, especially with the advent of AI, predictive analytics, big data. It's become even broader. So how is Grow different, and what does it do?
So what is Epicor Grow? So it's a name of a product. It's not just Grow, right? It's Epicor Financial Planning and Analysis is one tool, Epicor FPA, what we call, and this is Epicor Grow. So in summary, Epicor Grow is a full stack, no code, cloud-based business intelligence solution, and it is designed to help organization to connect, extract, clean, blend, filter, store, and visualize their data. And the good news about Epicor Grow is fully AI infused. So it's not just telling you what happened, it has the power to tell you why something happened. And as we enhance forward through our cognitive ERP, it will start telling you what to do. And then sometime maybe ERPs could start taking action also on your behalf if you agree with it. So that's what our BI tool is called. Again, it's a tool which sits on our Epicor ERP platforms, mainly Epicor Kinetic. It's available for all our customers in the region. But if I have to give a little bit more deeper introduction, so and how it is different, it's first of all in one solution. It's a full stack. So it combines extract, transform, load, ETL, what you call data warehousing and visualization in a single platform. So there are no multiple things going on. It is built for both technical and non-technical users with low code or even in a lot of scenarios, no code functionalities. It's cloud-based, as I said. It ensures data is secure, it's accessible from anywhere. It does facilitate real-time updates and collaboration. And I know you rightly said there are many BI tools available at this point in time. So how does it really differentiate from other BI tools? So first of all, number one, I would say is the integration capabilities. So it has over 150 connectors to popular platforms, to all popular platforms, to all popular databases, to all CRM systems, and to the ERP systems. Second, I would say is it's seamless integration with existing business systems to provide unified view of data. So not just while you're implementing a new ERP system, but if you have a little bit of a legacy system, Grow has the capability to sit and integrate on it. Second is, I would say, and I have seen it or I heard it from our customers directly, it has given its users more empowerment. So, first of all, there is unlimited user license, allowing more employees to access and utilize data without additional cost. Its intuitive interface for creating an interactive visualization and dashboard. So, that really makes it a key differentiator. We are extremely flexible when it comes to licensing and the user licenses requirement. Third, I would think, and again, we are increasingly seeing, based on our customers' dynamic changes, is its scalability. So we are suitable for small, medium-sized, and enterprise business, while we offer enterprise-level BI capabilities for all. It's not an overkill. Even a small organization can use it, but it has the full capabilities of a BI solution, and it scales with the business growth, accommodating both increasing data and user demands and additional features and functionality. And last, I would say, which our customers really love and would like to hear, is the cost effectiveness. So the lower total cost of ownership without compromising on features and performance is really an important one. Remember, it's no code, it has ready connectors, and if you're running it with Kinetic, it has pre-built content available. So that saves a lot of time and cost overall. And there is no hidden cost or for additional features or for additional users. So I think that overall makes it a wonderful package, and it gets even better if it is for our Epicor ERP systems.
Essentially, it's yet another reason to move to Kinetic, right? Because it comes with Kinetic, there are no limitations, and best of all, business users can directly adopt Grow. It's no code, and there are a lot of canned scenarios available. So there are lots of boxes being ticked straight off the bat. And then on top of all that, you have the fact that it can integrate with any existing system within the organization. So 82 different systems already readily available. So not only what is in the ERP, but you can hook it up with all your legacy systems as well, right? So
Yeah.
it's I see phenomenal advantage. This is I would say a kind of cherry topping on top of the already wise decision to move to Kinetic. So incredible. And just to, this is a question I was certain, it will come up from the audience as well. So I thought I'll preempt this saying, we have put a lot of energy in creating reports. We have written BAQs, etc., etc. So can I utilize them if I implement Grow?
No, very important. I think all our customers definitely. That's the first question, even before they see a demo, is the
Yeah.
question they ask. So the answer is yes. So this is one of the major features that was introduced with Grow, and you can utilize your existing business activity queries (BAQs) within the Epicor Grow. So Grow allows you to import BAQs created in Kinetic, enabling you to leverage your existing queries for data analysis and visualizations. And once it's enabled, you can use Grow's tools to create metrics and visualizations based on your BAQ data.
Right. Yeah. So you could essentially take static reports and then you can make them into much more visual and add so many more dynamics and add fields, etc. So it makes them extendable. It's no code, so it's a huge plus. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, I think you kind of already alluded to this, but is it available for on-prem customers or is it exclusive cloud-based? I think the basic thing is I am on-prem, so can I also utilize Grow even if they are on Kinetic but they are on-prem? So how does it work?
It's an important question, and I would definitely like to answer and give something, uh, give a nice sweetener to our audience here. So while Grow itself is a cloud platform, it's available for both on-premise and cloud-based Kinetic ERP customers. So let's clear that out. So I'll repeat again: Grow itself is a cloud-based platform, but it is available for both on-premise and cloud customers. But the good news is for the customers who decide to migrate to the cloud, they get Grow for the base level for free.
That's excellent.
So I wanted to make sure customers understand. So if you're on Kinetic ERP, on-premise, and some part of your journey, you want to migrate to cloud any which way, and then you're also exploring a BI solution. So I would say migrate to cloud. You'll get the base level grow free anyway. So you can start working on it, enable, and then add further layers of grow on your cloud-based system.
Yeah, that's excellent, right? It straight away improves the ROI of a cloud migration even before you start. So huge plus. This I know it's a kind of a no-brainer kind of question, but just want to give some examples. Are there pre-built? What kind of pre-built configurable? I would say because you already mentioned there are pre-built
Yeah.
dashboards available. What can you give some interesting examples that can get people started very quickly?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, yeah, they are available, but I think not just that, it is one of the most appreciated feature by our customers. They really appreciate that. Now, I'll quantify this for you, for the audience, is Grow offers today over 20 pre-built dashboards for Kinetic, and they are in different areas, and all these areas are organizations generally use. So manufacturing, procurement, we have it for inventory, we have it for maintenance, we have it for quality, and of course we also have it for a finance department. And with every new release which is coming up, we are continue to add more and more pre-built configurable dashboards. And what I know, if I'm correct here, is we are soon coming up with projects and advanced manufacturing execution system configurable dashboards.
So you don't need to buy some expensive IIoT interfaced dashboard system because Grow will soon have it.
Yeah.
So if you are invested in a smart factory, you are in the right place to leverage information from that very soon. Excellent. Uh, how user friendly is it? You mentioned no code. If you could just kind of explain, and then of course, what kind of support is available? Any toolkits or training or whatever?
No, this is important, especially for the admin team or the operations of the tech team, which is our customers. And even this is applicable for our implementation partners or for our own consulting team while we deploy our BI solution with our customers. So now building custom matrix in Grow is designed to be user friendly and is accessible for both technical and non-technical users. So the business user, the power users have a full say on how they want to manage it. And in a lot of cases, they can do a lot of things themselves. And this is all thanks to the no code feature, the intuitive interface, the pre-built templates, and dashboard level filtering. Now, this will allow dynamic adjustment to the matrix without altering the underlying data. So it's all happening at the top layer, both by technical and non-technical users. So once today we are not demonstrating the solution, but we can actually demonstrate on how easily configurable these things are. Now, the other question in terms of support, of course, when a customer adopts such solution, there are questions on how they're going to manage it in the future. Partners and our consulting team may not be available all the time, and if it is this easy, then they should be able to do a lot of things themselves. So Grow includes a comprehensive documentation and tutorials to guide the customers throughout the process. And Epicor themselves offer onboarding experience and onboard. There's an onboarding path which our Grow experts will get our customers started. And this is coming directly from the core BI Grow team of Epicor. It's not a general finance consultant of Epicor Kinetic. It's the Grow team which will onboard our customers when they deploy it for the first time.
Okay. So essentially, it's as simple as clicking on a button and you can get started. And lots of support available in the ecosystem. There are specialists from the Grow team who will talk. It won't be a generic ERP consultant who will guide you. So you can shoot very specific questions. That's very reassuring. And just as a reminder to all the people who are in the call, if you want to see a demo, please reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to arrange one.
Yeah.
It's a very, very exciting tool. You should be having a look. And if you're on Kinetic, as Vibhu mentioned already, if you're moving to the cloud, the base version is free for you. So it's
Yeah.
definitely worth evaluating. And some tangible benefits, finally you go to finance, whether it's FPA or whether it's Grow, they'll say, okay, you have come back again to me asking for more money or more investment. What benefits will I get? So maybe just a kind of recap on several of the things that you spoke about, Vibhu, in bringing it all together in terms of tangible benefits.
So Kumar, this is a very longish answer, and probably some of the points will get repetitive here. But I'll mainly mention the benefits from the CFO organization. If you look at both the tools, which is the primary department or which is going to be using these tools most effectively or mostly, it's the CFO organization. It's the finance and the C level, and other C levels can pitch in. Now, both Grow and FPA provide different use cases. They may sound a little bit similar, but both have a different agenda within the organization. Now, let's start with Epicor Grow. And I think it's important to hear the words which will tell you the subtle differences between the both use cases. Now, Epicor Grow, the first and foremost is cost efficiency. So efficiency is the right word. So automatic analytical reporting with alerts and metric thresholds to monitor cost in different areas of the business. It's saving the IT time and effort to build custom dashboards by having pre-built content and no-code tools to enable non-technical users to have insights. So it provides a lot of efficiency. Second, I think the use case would be, or the benefit, tangible benefit is revenue growth. Now, analyzing sales and marketing data to identify high performing products, high performing customers, high performing markets. This will all help you define your next GTM strategy. And using real time data visualization to make informed decisions, that will help you drive revenue. And, to be honest, in my particular business, Epicor is a solution we provide, but we also run a business here, right? I use all these metrics to understand my top customers, my repeat customers, and all these data is coming through my inbuilt dashboards, and it will help us quickly with agility define our campaigns, marketing campaigns, for existing customers, new customers, etc. And I think third will be the ROI. Now, by having the right insights, customers can enhance operational efficiency, leading to cost savings and improve profitability. Now, this is done through providing actionable insights that support strategic initiatives and maximizing your ROI. I think so. Three broad categories I would say is cost efficiency, revenue growth, and ROI. Now let's move to FPA. So very similar sounding tangible cases, but I'll move from cost efficiency. Under FPA, I will mention its cost management, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
performing scenario analysis to identify cost saving opportunities, optimizing resource allocation to reduce unnecessary expenses. So while Grow is outward looking, FPA is more inward looking. Grow is BI, it gives you data, you do analysis, and then you say make decisions about the future in general, right? FPA is more internal looking. What do I need to do today? How, where I can save costs? So I think Grow gives you cost efficiency. FPA can help you manage costs. Grow can help you grow the revenue, but there is something called revenue enhancement that can come from FPA. So utilizing advanced forecasting to improve budgeting accuracy and revenue projections. So revenue projection can come from FPA, and that will help you decide the budget for the year so you don't overspend where the revenue projection is not good enough. Whereas Grow will tell you where to invest your revenue, where to put your people, where to focus on, which markets, etc., which customers. And FPA also helps you in strategic decision making. Both are strategic tools, by the way, with real time financial data to optimize on these growth opportunities. And last, I would say, is ROI again. So
Yeah.
the ROI from Grow is more from revenue growth. ROI from FPA is more from cost saving. because you align the goals which you set in FPA, the budgets which you set in FPA are actually aligned to your revenue goals. If your revenue goals are low, the budgets and forecasting which you're going to do in FPA is also going to be a bit restrictive for that particular year, right?
Yeah.
So you can do predictive modeling, leading to better investment decisions, right? And then do a higher ROI. So sounding similar, but just wanted to mention in a way
Yes.
that
Yes.
customers understand that this is not one tool. They sound similar. They both are for the CFO organization, but their use cases sound similar, but they actually drive a very different behavior within the organization.
Yeah. I think there are audience questions which have come in, but maybe a quick, uh, s- talk on who we are, and then we'll come back to the questions in just a couple of minutes. So, uh, we would just a quick thing, if you could just
Yeah,
talk a
sure.
little bit about,
No,
yeah,
I always love to present this. Epicor, at the end of the day, is an organization which is churning out such wonderful products. So, very proud to say we are in existence for more than 50 years. And most of you know we are headquartered out of Austin in Texas. So, it's an American multinational organization, but we are currently providing our solutions in more than 150 countries, and we have offices almost everywhere. 24,000 plus customers in different industries. Primary focus in this part of the world where we are sitting is manufacturing and a little bit of distribution and trading, which we do. And very proud to say we have 2.3 million users logging on to our ERP system every single day. We have a growing employee strength of 4,600 people. We are our head office for Middle East, Africa, India is out of Dubai, and we have offices. We have people in Saudi, we have people in Africa, we have people in the Middle East, of course, and we have a whole blown big team for sales marketing in India, and with a back office research and development team of about 800 plus people out of Bangalore. And we've recently, and I thought I'll take the opportunity, Kumar, to announce that we have yet another open our next office in India in Hyderabad. So the official launch happened last month, and we are having our new employees coming into our Hyderabad office as well. Um, what do we provide? We are a business application company with prime focus on ERP and, of course, surrounding solutions like the two which we mentioned today. And our focus industries is manufacturing, distribution, building supply, automotive, and retail. But the sake of discussion and for this market, it's primarily manufacturing industry which we cater to.
and of course, like Grow, there are so many other things. I thought maybe you can just very briefly touch upon those as well, because there are Grow is
Well,
just the tip of the iceberg.
so no, I absolutely, Kumar, and I think this slide helps us pave the path for our future webinar discussions, if you may allow. Epicor doesn't just not believe in growing organically. We are continuously researching and talking to our customers and understanding the gaps which they have in their businesses, which the ERP alone cannot fulfill. So while we get a lot of feedback, we understand. We look at what our customers need today, we look at what the market is providing, we look at what our current product portfolio looks like, and based on that we make very smart and informed acquisitions around the world. And we have acquired some great products. So if you look at the last 3 years, we have more than 16 acquisitions which we have done, and we continuously to do so. So we collect feedback from our customers. Now name a couple of them. If you look at the far left, it's KB Max, which is now called Epicor Configure Price Code. So it's a 3D visualization tool, especially if you're in a retail or a commerce business, or in a business where you need to come up with 3D rendering design. So gone are the old days of a CAD link or product configurator. CPQ is something which we provide to our customers. You look at Grow, which is I think fourth, which you've already discussed. This was an acquisition we did. It's fully enabled to work with our ERP systems. It's now called Epicor Grow and fully available to be sold and implemented in our market today. So you can get that as you would like. eFlex system is something which we launched in the Middle East last week. Though it was acquired in 2022, we were enhancing that product. It's now called Epicor CPC, eFlex is the company required. So CPC is control process, right? So something which advanced manufacturing execution system needs. So wonderful product. Maybe Kumar, we can pick up a
Yes.
discussion another day. Evron is something I would like to mention, is what we acquired and is now called Epicor Field Service Management, and especially pretty much prevalent in Middle East, I would say, where some of our manufacturing customers, which are into EPC, are not just providing pre-built manufacturing solutions to our customers, but they also provide service along with it.
Yep.
So Epicor Field Service Management, or Evron, is another solution which is available for you. And the next one I will say is DSP Panel, is nothing but Epicor FP&A, financial planning and analysis. It's cross-platform, helps you budgeting, forecasting, etc. So if you look at these acquisitions which we do, it's not that the day we acquire, we launch it in the market. We make sure it integrates with all our ERP systems. We make sure its partners are fully enabled. We are enabled. We understand what it is, and our customer is ready. And if we move forward, there are other solutions which we have acquired. Some are not available in the market. But another last one, Kumar, before I hand it back to you, is Smart Software, is another acquisition available today to be sold within this market. It is inventory optimization, inventory planning and optimization solution. A unique case, but really provides the last mile functionality for customers who need it.
Yes, of course. And we are implementing it already in a very large retail
Yes.
setup. So a very, very useful and interesting piece of software.
Yeah.
Briefly about Ryan Brooke, we are one of the Epicor's large implementation partners in the region. We are based out of Dubai, India, Germany, and Netherlands. We have a large presence in the Middle East. We have lots of customers. We have implemented Epicor in more than 45 countries across the world. And we have done some very, very complex work around Epicor ERP. And also several of the add-on products that Vibhu spoke about, including inventory optimization, a lot of analytics work. We have been in this region for more than 10 years now. We have over 250 people, out of which a bulk of them are Epicor Level 3 certified. We have one of the large pools of Epicor Level 3 certified consultants in the region. And it's not only that, we are also very strong in the Microsoft platform. So it's a very, very complementary kind of a skill set, because Epicor is also based on the Microsoft architecture. So our skills in Azure and Microsoft are very, very complementary to give you deeper services. We specialize in complex ERP implementations, but it's also very nicely supported by our 24/7 support organization. So we are with you all the way through conceptualization of the solution to implementation to post-implementation services. And we are present where you are, which is all over the region. We have implemented in almost every single country in this region. With this, I'll come back to the questions. More questions have popped while we were speaking. One, I think, question which you had spoken in the early part, but just to recap, Abu is asking, what is the difference between Grow and Analytics as a BI tool? So I think Grow is probably what is very specific to Epicor, but we move back to you if you could just answer this.
Sure. I mean, the key differences I would say, on the broad categories is the scalability. Number one, I would say. I mean, our Grow platform is built for small, medium, and large enterprises, and it'll offer full enterprise grade BI capabilities. It's only what level you want you can
Yep.
adopt within your business, and it accommodates increased data and user demands at the same time. Second, I would say integration capabilities. So if you're a Kinetic user, great. If you're not, then we have about 150 connectors available for different platforms, CRM and ERP system, and the integration we have seen is quite seamless. The other one, I think, which I've not seen in other systems, is the user empowerment. Unlimited user license is something which we can give, allowing more employees to access and utilize data without additional cost. And all these things eventually lead to cost effectiveness. Lower total cost of ownership is something what customers can enjoy. There is no hidden cost for additional users or advanced features. And
Yeah.
being no code, ready connectors, and pre-built content, configurable dashboards sets us apart from other tools.
Yes, and of course, seamless integration with Epicor, right? So it's native. You don't need to do any complex ERP or IT implementation project. Yeah. There's one more question. FPA, can you help with multi-entity and multi-currency fiscal consolidation? In
Yeah,
the
it does. It does. So the tool can really help you do multi-currency. And what was the first one, Kumar?
multi-entity and multi-currency.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And that's where the consolidation truly happens. True consolidation never happens if it's a single entity one. Single entity is generally an easier task, especially when you have multi-entity scenarios, multi-currency, multi-country, and everybody needs to come and sit together and plan for the next year. How do you do budgeting between marketing, sales, operations, HR? Every department has their own needs. So these are two important features which our FPA solution covers.
There's one generic question, but it keeps coming frequently. So I thought I'll ask, what kind of training and change management strategies would work when introducing some new tools like this?
I think training part is quite easy. Training is something what we provide. As I said, with our solutions comes the onboarding session, tutorials, videos, and while you're implementing some solution, those trainings happen on the go. In terms of change management, I think, and this is, I can say from my experience, real change management difficulties happen when you're moving from a no system to a full blown integrated ERP system. But
Yep.
if you already have an ERP system, a lot of change management has already happened. Now, bringing tools like Grow and FPA into the picture, a lot of change management doesn't happen because these tools are going to be used by some really smart intel. I find finance people as to be the most intelligent people in the room, better than any other department. This is my personal
Yep.
opinion. So when you're already introducing a new tool to a finance head or a controller, he or she is only going to love it because they understand the dynamics. And now, instead of doing it through a cumbersome Excel based system with errors, now you're giving an advanced system. I think the change management requirement is less as long as you show the capabilities in the beginning, you show what it can do, help them play with the tool, then it's just matter of training. So I would say change management is an important part, but when it comes to FPA Grow, I've seen these departments switch on pretty smoothly and easily.
Yep. Yeah. Absolutely. And in fact, I was seeing a meme on LinkedIn. What FPA tool do you do? What is your job description? I'm an FPA analyst. And then what tool do you use? And then Excel is the answer. So I think this is something that will help overcome that very, very rapidly. So
Yeah,
certainly a massive step up from using Excel and breaking you know your head over something that's not matching somewhere. uh, Couple of more questions, because several questions I see that we have actually answered along the way, but maybe one or two more I'll just quickly dwell upon. uh, how quickly can we get to build and customize dashboards with Grow without any IT support? I think you answered that. This is more of a recap.
yes, quantifying in number of days and hours is a difficult one for me because it all depends on the requirement. But as I mentioned, the it's a no code, pre-configurable, available. I think you just need to play and plug and understand how this tool works. So I think matter of days or even lesser or a day, you can do it. Again, depending on how complex you want to make the dashboard or the analytics around it. So pretty straightforward.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think this is it. Very, very interesting. Lots and lots of pluses in adopting both the solutions. And I look forward to more such conversations with you, Vibhu. Always a pleasure. And if uh, anybody needs a demo, wants to know more about either of these products, please do reach out to us. We'll be more than happy to showcase them and talk to you a lot more in detail. We can show you how they work in real life, which is the key thing to actually understanding the value they offer. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Vibhu.
No, thanks,
Okay.
Kumar. It was pleasure talking to you as always, and of course, welcome all the questions and comments and any demo requirement. But if you have more questions, Kumar, happy to send our answers as a follow up to all our audience. Don't want to make. I want to make sure nothing gets missed.
Certainly. Thank you once again.
Thanks,
Great.
Kumar.
Thank you. Bye.